Welcome. Good morning. If you're watching this later on, find yourself in a comfortable seated position and we'll start in a couple minutes. So this morning, with the really bright sun in the background, we're going to do a short practice all around setting our intentions for the start of the week, refocusing our energy, and just carving out some time just for us in the morning before we give out to anyone else. So you won't need anything, maybe a cushion to sit on if that's comfy for you. Now we're going to work to control the breath. You might find as you've been concentrating on your inhalations and exhalations that naturally the breath slows down and deepens. So what we're going to do, we're going to inhale for a count of 6, pause at the top and then exhale for a count of 6. If those counts don't work quite for you, then that's okay, just adjust as suits you. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it at the top. Then release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. And again, inhale 1, 6 and hold it. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. And then do one round at your own pace, so I'm not going to count it this time. Start to take that control away from the breath, coming back to your natural rhythm observing. And then we'll begin. So start to bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then lowering the head, circling it round the front, and then moving to the left shoulder. So just going between these two movements in a semicircle, from one ear to the other. And then we're going to start moving all the way around. So nice big circle with the crown of the head. Remembering to think of the breath, so possibly inhaling as we round up and exhaling as we round down. Going the opposite way round with the head if you've not done so already. And maybe hanging out in points where you feel a little bit of tension, a little bit of tightness. We can often feel that in the morning through the neck. Come into a neutral position with the neck. So still in our cross-legged position. Going to do a few cat-cows, so extension and flexion of the spine. Inhale to push the chest forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, start to round the back, chin to chest, using that connection with the knees to push into the shoulder blades. Inhale, puffing the chest out, lifting the gaze. Exhale, round, protracting the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale, expand. And exhale, round. Keep going with this, or maybe you could introduce some circles from the hips, so just circling round, rounding and expanding like we did in the cat-cow. Thinking about the breath, inhaling as we expand forward, exhale as we round back. Going the opposite way if you're doing those hip circles. Waking up the spine. Creating mobility. Okay, coming to a neutral spine. And some lateral stretches now. So right hand comes to the side of the hips. Inhale, left hand reaches all the way up to the sky. And then exhale to fold over the right. Maybe you even come on the elbow of the right arm. Try not to collapse into this posture, so an open chest. Lots of spaciousness between the head, the shoulder, the arm. And maybe gazing towards the ceiling. Big inhale to feel that increase of the stretch down the left side of the body. One more breath. And then inhale, reaching all the way back up to center. And then other side, so left hand comes by the hip. Right arm reaches up, lengthening the spine. Creating space, and then exhale, start to come over to the left side, maybe on the elbow. Big inhale, reaching those right fingertips away. Feel that stretch on the right side of the body. One more big breath. Inhale to come up, and then we're going to do that once more, see if we notice any difference on doing it the second time. So right arm comes down, maybe on the elbow. Maybe you couldn't do it on the elbow before, but now it feels a bit more reachable. And then folding over to the right. Grounding down through that left sitting bone, maintaining that connection with the mat. Reaching up and over. Inhale, come back up. And then again, left side. Big inhale, reaching up, grounding through the right sitting bones. And then inhale, come back up, reaching the hands up. And then we're going to go into a twist. So right arm comes round the back in the centre of the hips. Left arm crosses the body and grips the right knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, just your chest, twist it over to the right. And then the head comes with it, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to maybe go a little bit deeper into that stretch. Inhale, come back up, reach up. Other side, so right hand, left knee, other hand round the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist the chest and then the head. One big breath. On the exhale, maybe going a little bit deeper. And then coming back up to centre, reaching up. And then this time we're going to fold over the legs. So if you wanted a cushion in front of you, it's up to you. Just get yourself comfortable. So walking the hands forward. Not rounding too much in the back, trying to keep that as straight as possible. So we should be feeling a stretch in the hips here, in the legs. Keeping the gaze forward. Breathing into where you feel the tension or the compression. Nice big inhale. Then exhale, maybe folding a little bit deeper. Inhale, start to come forward, walking the hands towards you, and then switch over the legs. So whatever leg you had on the front, switch it to the back. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Crawling the hands forward, bringing the chest towards your legs. Maybe you notice one side is a little bit tighter than the other. We often have these imbalances. It's quite normal. And we're going to introduce some lateral stretch here. So walking the hands over to the right. Big inhale. And exhale. Coming back to centre. And then over to the left. Inhale here. And exhale. Back up to centre. Walking the hands forward. And then we're going to roll over the legs, come into a tabletop position. So ankles underneath shoulders, hips underneath our knees. And a few cat-cows in this position. So inhale, pushing the belly to the mat, lifting the gaze, sending the hips high. Exhale, pushing through the palms as we protract the shoulder blades, bringing chin to chest. A few more at your own pace with the rhythm of your breath. And then come to a neutral spine, tuck the toes if they're not already, and then sit back on the heels. So you should start to feel a stretch on the sole of the feet. Maybe you stay here with some weight into the hands, or maybe come upright and feel that increase of the stretch in the soles of the feet. If this gets too much, feel free to bring down the hands onto the mat. This stretch is really good if you've been walking, running this weekend. Trying to breathe through any discomfort. Nice, so start to bring the hands forward. Inhale, right arm reaches towards the sky. Exhale, threading that right arm through the left, bringing the right shoulder down onto the mat. Extending out the left arm. Maybe even the cheek comes to rest on the mat. Relaxing here, enjoying that stretch in the right shoulder. Start to walk the left hand forward, pushing into the hand to release the right arm, reaching it back up. Extending it out to the side. Exhale, right hand comes down, other side, so left hand reaches. And then on the exhale, we thread it, bringing the shoulder to the mat. Extending out the right arm. Relaxing into the stretch. Right arm comes towards the body, pushing through the hand, extending the left arm up towards the sky, and then placing it down onto the mat. Okay, so shuffle the knees back an inch or two, tuck the toes, and we're going to go into our first downward dog. So inhale, pushing through the hands to lift the knees, lift the hips up, and then send them back. Bringing the chest towards the legs. And when we're here, feel free to do any little movements that feel good. So maybe that's a pedaling of the feet. A side to side, feeling that stretch on the lateral sides of our body. Waking up the body and just doing what feels good. Okay, coming to settle into the posture. We'll take 3 big breaths here. A bend in the knee is fine. Okay, and then gently we're going to come forward into a high plank. Feel free to drop the knees if you want. And then we're going to lower all the way down, bringing the chest down towards the mat. Letting the hips slide forward. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. So keeping those hands nice and close towards the chest. Pushing through the palms. And then lifting the chest. So we don't want too much weight into our palms. So using our strength, our muscles in the back of the body, so engaging the glutes, the muscles in the back, pushing the chest forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pushing through the hands, maybe you go a little bit higher this time. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Pushing through the hands, coming up to our tabletop, tucking the toes, inhale, lifting the knees up, and send the hips back into a downward dog. Really slowly, no rush, we're going to start to walk the feet towards the hands. Maybe lifting the toes as we go, Really feeling into that stretch of the backs of the legs. Maybe we bend our legs as well as we get a little bit closer. And then when toes are near hands, inhale, half lift, hands to the shins, look up. And then exhale, fold, let everything flop forwards, maybe gripping opposite elbows. Swaying from side to side, nodding the head, yes, no. Using that heaviness of the upper body to stretch the back. No tension in the neck. One more breath. And then release the hands. Engage the glutes as we start to come all the way up to standing. Reaching the hands up overhead. Then exhale, hands meet at the top and draw them down the centre line. Inhale, reaching the hands up, going into a side stretch. So right leg steps behind the left. And then the left hand grips the right wrist and then just bend over to the left in like a half moon shape. Inhale, reaching up. Feeling that increase of the stretch in the right side of the body. Coming back up to centre. Other side, so stepping the left foot back. Gripping the wrist. And folding over to the right. Hopefully you can see that sun is really bright there. Inhale, reach up. And draw the hands down the centre line. Inhale, open the chest, cactus the arms, puffing the chest out. Greeting the morning. Greeting the rest of the week. Reach up. And again, reach down. And this time, hands pause in front of the heart space. Thinking about our soles of the feet connected to the mat. Maybe lifting the toes and one by one trying to ground them down into the mat. Pushing through all four corners of the foot. And just take a moment to feel that sense of being grounded into the floor, into the earth. And now taking a moment to think about our intentions for the week. So what is it you'd like to focus on? What energy would you like to bring into this coming week? And what would you like to let go of? And then we'll end the practice there. Thank you for joining. Hopefully you could see me with that really bright sun in the background. It's going to be a nice day. Thank you for joining, and yeah, have a lovely day, have a lovely week. Take care. Bye. Thanks for joining.